Waltz we go. Like to go first. And seems fine. Opponent's playing Bishop Elijah, so this Massacre is probably going to be great. And it's really one of the things I love about Hex. As someone who enjoys playing interactive decks by and large, being able to like make an educated mulliganing decision on like what my opponent may or may not be playing before the game even starts is just like so huge. I'm gonna hold on to this coin for now. I don't know that I'm gonna cycle it this turn. Like if we draw like a 5th resource, I might cycle this. Hey, who am I kidding? I'm just gonna cycle this. Sweet. And again, I'm gonna wait on this ice. It'll only just let me hold a Herofall this turn in case I play an Animus of Nulzan. But it lets me make a decision down the line. Because, like, if I draw another resource next turn, I probably don't want to Fate Weave a resource, right? What you got, what you got, what you got, opponent? Pick your favorite thing to die. I guess I'm not playing a removal spell on that one, so they get to Fate Weave, and that's plus defense. Well, those Dorkos get to live. I would love to Blood's Favor. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. If we don't hit a resource with this Blood's Favor, I'm going to Fate Weave a resource to the top of my deck, so we guaranteed get 6 on 6 for the Vampire Queen. Probably going to Massacre next turn, just so we could Massacre before we Queen. I like the couple of Massacres in this deck. It, like, kind of keeps the troop decks honest, but, like, playing too many Massacres gets kind of awkward if your deck has a bunch of Vampires in it. So, I like the kind of balance between the two. Playing a couple of them makes our opponent respect it. That's pretty good. Hopefully they don't have a Rune Bind here. Gross. Oh, that's fine. They Rune Bound their own thing. Deal. I guess the Massacre... No. Nope. Almost forgot. Oh, I guess... Maybe I'm not supposed to do this, right? Because they could Dark Heart me. Animus, sure. Alright, what if we try again? Holy crap. So for those of you that have never experienced the joys of Herofall, in addition to destroying the troop in play, it then voids all copies of that troop from the opponent's hand and deck. And my opponent had 2 of them in their hand. Big money, big money, big money, pow. Big money, big money, big money, pow. Alright, they gas back up here. Rock cast that. Play this Vampire Princess out. I don't really care. If they generate a random action, that's probably good for us. It means the Vampire Princess can eat it. Sad. It was 2 for 5, technically. Or 2 for 4. Yeah, you're right. Because we're my 3 Animuses and, yes, your assessment is correct. This might let them grind us out. So this is one of the reasons why the socket deck is so good. Altar of Nulzan's a 2-cost artifact that says whenever you play your first socketed card each turn, you draw a card. And it can pay 3 to create a socketed card 1 time. So it just, like, generates so much card advantage. That being said, we've taken all of the Animuses out of my opponent's deck, which is, like, their scariest card. So, like, maybe we can just beat through them. This has Swift Strike. You generate a combat trick with this, maybe? This screams I generated a combat trick. Guppy Gloves, sure. Attack first here. Play Vampire Queen post-combat. The Vampire Queen's also going to be tough to race, right? Like, just like 5 life-draining power guaranteed. Turns into 7 eventually. One of his animuses has the Hope Gem in it. So I wonder what their last cost reduction gem is in. Maybe a Dark Heart? Oh no! My vampire... There's no need to get defensive, Queen. There's no need to get defensive. I'm gonna block here. I'm not blocking this one because this gets bigger every time they play an action. What's your last card? Wow, they didn't play Guidance. Weird. Has anyone heard from Varanus in a while? I haven't seen him stream in a long time. Or have I just been missing his streams? He's one of the other people that did a lot of Constructed. I really enjoyed his stuff. Second altar, okay. I feel like we're pretty well set up to win this game. Deathrite Shaman has 2 toughness because Wizards of the Coast doesn't know how to design magic cards. And refuses to ban the ones that need to be banned. Probably hero falling this. Yeah, I want to hero fall this because there's an MC in their deck somewhere right now that has Gate take an extra turn on it because it's unique. Did not playing my resource out yet. This might prompt a concession, honestly, with 2 Vampire Princess coming in. Morning, Dino. Survey says, take your guidance. Oh, you have a Dark Heart. Sure. Alright. Play this. Pass the turn. They're going to be dead next turn, right? We're going to crack them for 6, and this is 7, 8. Dark Heart draws a couple cards. I suppose they could find Rune Binds or something here to not be dead to my Dorkos in the air. Smooches! This card was standard playable at one point. You just, like, actually registered Vampire Kisses in your deck back when Yodel was popular. And Yodel actually played copies of this card for the mirror. Sweet. I miss Yodel Burn. It's like my favorite aggro deck NA. Well, I guess this isn't lethal now because I need to kiss this. It's lethal if we hit an action out of their hand, though, and it's lethal if we mill a Vampire Shard. The Long Dread Banner, my old friend. Of course. Lose 4, I gain 4. Just casual 42 to none. The answer to life and all things, really. Extra Massacre seems good. Casualty of War seems good. Withering Gaze seems kind of medium minus. Like, they have some powerful actions, but a lot of times I feel like their hand gets empty. How do you feel about Waltz of the Damned in this matchup? Yeah, Dreadlings are a spider, so that's why this deck is powerful. So this deck is based around the fact that your champion, your Dread Banner that makes spiders, you can combo with your Xentoth Malice. I don't think Closed Coffin is good enough. Especially with, like, my Bride of the Damned. Like, Closed Coffin Bride is not a combo. And Bride's pretty good in this matchup. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it a Waltz. It's a little expensive, but I think it's fine. Yeah, Yodel losing cards like Crackling Bolt was a pretty big deal. And it's okay. It's got a piece of removal. It needs a few more resources in it, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. No Sentry on one. I need to put sleeves in the battle board in this deck after this match. Womp womp, lost a Massacre. Vampire Prince screwing with Fate Weave is so good too. Like, the fact that it just like buries things off the top of their deck, making their ices awful is great. Because like almost every deck is playing ice. See, I think the Pathfinder Gambit deck was just, like, a worse version of other better decks, so... Sweet. I'm just gonna play this out. I'm just gonna pass for the turn with the Herofall up. They could play an Animus this turn. I thought the Pathfinder deck was worse than the other combo deck that I enjoyed playing that season, so... I'm probably biased. We are into the unknowning my Prince, sure? Yes. Am I just passing again here? Yeah, I think so. I don't really want to play my Xentoth Malice out into a potential, Oh, I have too many cards. That was loose. I should have played this and then played this, probably. I didn't realize I had 8 cards in my hand. Pay a little bit closer attention. What gem does this have in it? Play an action that gets bigger. Alright, I'm gonna Strangle this. They have an action that can counter the Strangle, but it's really not a big deal. Honestly, I might just Massacre next turn if they countered the Strangle. Perfect. Do this, and then do this. Rude. Big Bucks to Dark Heart, Big Bucks to Scouring Light. Honestly, Scouring Light's a card that could, like, realistically start seeing some amount of play. Ugh. It's so fucking awkward that, like, that doesn't work the way I want it to work. So dumb that you can't sacrifice the Dreadling to the Dark Heart. At least all the Dark Hearts are gone now. Next turn we get to go Bride and to kill your thing and take it, which is nice, I guess. And then my life total's like moderately high here. And if they runebind this like this, I just get to go ahead and go Shard Massacre here. And like my opponent's basically on empty because they can't even bring these back into play because like Massacre gives the -3/-3 permanently and Hex tracks permanence through zone. So like enjoy your dead cards. I can start pounding this Malice a little bit. That was a good draw. Hope you didn't want this Warp Steel. Borrow that one, shall we? I'm gonna put 6 eggs into my opponent's deck here. Offer the trade. Alright, let's consult. Yay, spider friends! Yay, spider friends! I'm going to sacrifice a spider friend to draw a card and gain a life. Good on the opponent's part. Liked my bride. So sad. Now my bride's exhausted. Back with the squad here. Probably sack these spiders, draw some cards. Drawing cards, maybe find another bride. Kill this and take it. It's really hard to keep up with Malice at this point in the game. We're like gonna get to activate our champion power, get next turn. What if we hero fall all of these? Sure. There's too many options. Before, there was a deck that was obviously the best deck, and I knew what was going on. Now I've got no clue. Please, Hex, narrow the format. There's too many choices. Please, Hex. Too many things seem great. I am excited to bash into people this weekend. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I am excited to bash into people. You guys did it 1 week. See, I think we did it the perfect week because now I get to play in the new bash format. That's the real truth right there. I get to play in the new format. These Casualties of War seem great. Alright, they have an Animus in their hand. Weave into nothing. Alright, sure. If they're smart, they're putting a resource on top of their deck. It's hard now. 69 cards in their deck, many of which are spider eggs. Yeah, the resource lets them recast this Bad Robomancer too. That is really sharp. They might actually mill us out here. I'm getting a little low on hit points, too. Not outside of, like, Eternal Seeker, K-Smith. Guppy gloves, gross. Holy crap, are we gonna lose this game? I feel like we're about to lose this game. Into the unknown. Well, I gambled and we lost. I should not have paid quite as much life as I did. Now we're gonna die. Now we're gonna die. Welp. I think 4 Into the Unknown is not unreasonable in this format. That's gonna exhaust one of my Dorkos. Oh, this isn't... Nope, that is aligned. Yep, alright. Well, game 3. Onward, upward, backward, forward. Welcome to folks coming over from Gabe Nassif stream. We're currently playing Hex TCG. It is an all-digital TCG with a great online competitive presence. They have 2 $1,000 cash tournaments that you can play every single weekend, and they use the digital design space in a lot of really nice ways to reduce variance that these games tend to have, as opposed to making the variance more frustrating like Hearthstone tends to do with their digital design space. You're not wrong, Big Tex. You're not wrong. That could have gone better. I definitely was a little bit too aggressive with my use of the Malice there. I was hoping for them to draw a spider out of the deck so we could gain a little bit more health, and that definitely did not shake out. Like to go first for game 3 here. Singleton resource, not going to do it. 2. Yeah, Casualty was not pretty. Or not pretty. I think I want to resource the top of my deck so we can like try and curve out into our champion power here. Play Vampire Prince on 2. Vampire Prince on 2 is pretty good. Honestly, the fact that we have Prince on 2 maybe means I didn't need to Fate Weaver resource to the top, but they can also Runebinder Transmog this, so... This could also just miss, too. So every time Vampire Prince hits my opponent, we bury the top card of their deck, and if we bury a resource with it, we get to take that resource to our hand and turn it into a Bloodstone. They have the Transmography, which actually turned it into a 4/4 with Lethal. One of the better 1-drops we could hit there for sure. Crack in with that. Just apply lots of pressure. Let's pass the turn. Bride of the Damned, she's a beauty. So 3/3 for 3 with Lethal. Whenever we gain a blood threshold, we give one of our opponent's troops -1/-1 permanently. And when we have 5 blood thresholds, if one of our opponent's troops would die, we gain control of it. Alright, they're getting rid of my Bride. It's not terrible. So Into the Unknown returns my Bride to my hand and turns it into a different card of the same threshold. So this is now a Might and Malice here. And all my other Brides in my deck turn into other... This used to be a Bride. Yep, alright. We do in fact have Lethal on board. That is a good observation. Alright, I mean, we've got 6 power on board, and they're at 13, so... probably just gonna Herofall that. Do I need to Herofall that? Nah, I'm not, actually. I'm just gonna draw some cards and gain some life, or lose some life here. This is a modal card, lets me pick between 3 different modes. Yeah, Might and Malice isn't terrible. It's actually gonna be relevant here. Hopefully. This means I can't attack with the Corpse Caller this turn, but it lets me save my Herofall for a higher priority target, like, say, a Runebound? My Blood's Favor. Okay. Unless that makes it less likely that I can cast this Might and Malice next turn. They could Dark Heart this turn. If they Dark Heart, I'm going to sack the Corpse Caller here. Deathless, sure. Second Massacre. Super awkward. Guess I'll attack with this. 4. Does 4 damage target opposing troop. Sure. And Herofall this. A little bit bad against the second Runebind. They're Runebinding the MC, though, which means they're not going to get to... They're not going to get a Diligence trigger out of it. So they drew a resource for their turn, so they get to replay it. Trial of Totem, sure. That's where their last major reduction gem is. Okay, that makes sense. 5-4. Okay, come on. Non-slow shard, please. Man, remember that time I put coins into this deck and it was awful? Alright, well, hopefully we had a non-slow shard here. Ding. Alright, so I do this. Might and Malice is a basic action, so I need to do this now. So I'm going to shoot this. And then give this +6, +4, +4. So it does 4 here, and then gives this +4, +4. Crack you for 10, you have to jump block. Into the Unknown ended up being a little bit brutal for my opponent there. And again, there's like, that card is not risk-free. It's definitely playing with fire a little bit. Like, you're turning my cards into something else, and potentially those things can be useful and give me some utility. Oh, wait. Almost have a note here about sleeves. I just drove right back into the queue. I was thinking about it there. So select sleeve. What says Mono Blood? Do I want the Herofall sleeve, or do I want the animated art Herofall? The animated art Herofall, obviously. Select battle board. Which board? Just the wizard battle board, right? Or Badlands? Think here. What do we think here? I did buy the Seacoast. Let's be pirate. It's Talk Like a Pirate Day, right? Let's use the Seacoast board. What's the cost of doing so? It involves Stardust or something? Hopefully someone in chat can help you pip bucks. I don't actually know how extending out cards works. I don't like full art cards. I want to be able to read my text boxes. Look at how pretty this is. The water looks so nice. Our plinths are on these little islands so our decks don't get wet. I don't double sleeve my cards, so I don't want my cards to get wet. Slick little water animation there. It's the little things, Hex. It's the little things. I think I pulled a muscle in my arm at the gym yesterday. And by that, I mean it's probably fine. Alright, I've got a... This is a good curve. Like we're in a mirror match here. Is Hex in a full... Yep, Hex is written in Unity. to the 3D engine. All right. They have Prince, Princess, and a bunch of resources here. Gosh, my opponent has all the same cards I do. It's almost like we're playing a mirror match. No blocks here. Hopefully we hit a shard next turn, so that way we can hero fall their princess and hit them with our prince. Oh, attacks, alright. It's fine. Play Malice out. God, these coins have been so bad. I should probably cut the coins. There weren't any coins in the bash list that I added 2 coins because I wanted to be cute. I feel like I've been gotten punished for them several times now. 50% chance for this to be really sad. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, at least we have 2 cards. Wait, what? They turned my... Yep. Sure. Sure, you gave me Bride of the Damned. And then they turned it into something else again. Shard, please. Ding. Oh, I don't have enough to steal their thing yet. Tilt. Maybe I should have just massacred, right? I had it in my head that I was gonna steal their crap. Oh no! Oh no! Should have been playing Uzu. Exactly, Batman understands. I have to put 4 eggs in their deck. Although maybe this is loose because if they draw Herofall, I'm sad. If they draw Herofall, I'm sad. This was 100% worse than Massacre. God, every decision I have made, I have been kicked in the dick for making. Just every time. Like, these games are all variants. I don't get any. It's almost like my decisions have repercussions. Make poor choices and you lose because of them. A litany of laughable decisions. These blood decks, they're so autopilot. They're so easy to play. Stupid autopilot blood decks. They have a Vampire Kiss in their hand, but once they kill this, my Shadowblade Slicer can then kill their princess. I mean, I think we're pretty unlucky. Put him down. My arms are sore. Put him on the floor. I don't want to hold him. I am a whiner. Yeah. Is that the only princess in their deck? That is the only princess in their deck. Okay. Is a sequencing nightmare. Not really. I mean, if I knew what the card Bride of the Damned did, it's fine.
Jeffrey,
What's up?
can you get Jake off the phone?
Yeah. Everybody. What's wrong? You want some fruit snacks? You want some fruit snacks, fat boy? You want the fruit snacks? There you go. Oh no, you dropped them on the floor. I picked them up. 2 spooters! Thank you, friendo. Thank you, friendo. Oh, no! Oh, no, there's a Fentio. Well, that's really bad for me. That time I spent the rock cast on an Exarch of the Egg. Bridge Farm remembers. Bridge Farm remembers. Let's attack for this. Try and hit a rock cast or a strangle here. Maybe. Like, it took a turn off the clock. Get good. Hold the rock cast. I'm a professional, ladies and gentlemen. Do you see how many mistakes we made this game? There's no justice on this stream. I drew my Xentoth Malice and they didn't, so we're gonna win. A true skill game by opponent that I play. This is one of them better player always wins types things, isn't it? I'm gonna sacrifice spiders till we draw a shard. Ding. Sickening amount of disregard. Yes, it is, David. This is the board that's in the shop right now. You can just buy it with 1,000 platinum. I don't buy all the boards from the shop, but I saw this one and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get this one. God, they didn't draw a spider. We're so unlucky. Ace asking the hard-hitting questions. I mean, I'm basically a monkey slamming the keyboard, right? Casualty's decent in the mirror. Journey's decent in the mirror. Cockatwice seems fine in the mirror. I don't know that I love Withering Gaze. I think I need Massacre as like a catch-up card. Urkel with the hard-hitting truths. I think this is how I want to go. I guess taking removal out of their hand is pretty good, so maybe Withering Gaze is fine. I definitely want... Do I even want these casualties? I might not. I just want the Journey into Nightmares. Oh, we were cutting princes in the Bride Mirrors, right? That makes sense. Yeah, that math checks out. Yeah, I'm going to cut the princes and bring in Cockatwice and Journey. Let's do it. Prince is a real liability in a Bride Mirror. It seems like a fine keep. So long rock cast. Oh gosh, I've played many a Relentless Corruption control beer. It is definitely something. Well, you shouldn't play Relentless Corruption and Eggs in the same deck is actually the case. Alright, I drew this Herofall like a professional, which is nice. That. A non-resource on top of my deck here. Play this out. Second anti-hero fall. Oh no, my princess! Come back, princessa! Princessa! Joke's on you! I ain't got any troops, any non-troops. Do you want goldfish or cereal? No, you're done with fruit snacks. You've had way too many fruit snacks. You want gold? God, the top of my deck is hot. So, Journey into Nightmare. At the start of my turn, I draw a card off of their deck. So I'm just gonna, because we're playing a beer, I'm basically just gonna draw 2 cards a turn. Do you want these? Okay, fine. I'm awful at this. This whole saying no thing. You're just so darn cute. I guess if you vomit up fruit snacks later, it's my fault. Alright, what you got over here? You don't have resources is what you don't got. Alright. Steal intel. Sounds great. Put a resource on top of deck. They have 2 hero falls anyways, so... You know, whatever. Xentoth Malice is like the next ace in the hole, right? Just like keep piling the daggers on top of my opponent who stumbled. Sacrifice the Spooter, gain 2 life, draw a card. Now we're just drawing 3 cards a turn. That's all. We'll manage somehow. Alright, ooh, 33rd on the constructed ladder. Let's play one more and then we'll wrap it up. I hope you die to his spiders. I'd just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for spending part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland, and we're hanging out and playing some Hex TCG this afternoon. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. If you want to support my content a little bit more past that, there's a couple different ways to do that. The first is by subscribing on Twitch. It is currently September, so all new Twitch subscriptions this month are half off, not only on my channel, but everyone's channel. Past that, you can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. HexPrimal.com will love to buy and sell Hex TCG singles with you. If you use code Jeff5 at checkout with Hex Primal, you'll save 5% on your orders with them. InkGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats and mousepads. You can upload your own artwork that you have the right to redistribute, or select from their wide range of artwork they already have on their website. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on your purchases from them. There are a lot of things that Hex that would just be a hot mess in paper card game. Do you need more? No, I'm saying no. Dad's gonna have a little self-restraint, and so do you. You've had way too many fruit snacks. Big N-O. He's so fat and sad. He's just walking away, just like pouting. Okay. Look at the egg, sure. This princess is probably gonna be pretty good here. Vampire Queen's also a decent draw. Okay, the second princess is actually kind of sucks. Because it means if this first one gets Herofall, we're gonna lose the second one out of our hand. Hello, little fat boy. Oh, are you a tiny manipulator? Who's a master of manipulation? Oh, Declan's a master of manipulation. You smirking at me, tiny boy? So, Vampire Princess is one of those hex cards just like has way too much text on it. And I technically played the wrong Vampire Princess out here. I should have played this one out first because when Vampire Princess is in your opening hand, it gains an extra line of text. And one of these is in my opening hand, right? Oh no, I played the right one. Okay, never mind. Back. Back. Let's go and attack with this Vampire Princess. We'll strangle this Fentio. And again, this slow shard just being super terrible. Don't bite me, you tiny piranha. I get it. You're a monster piranha who all they want to do is bite. Bite. Why are you so bitey? Why are you so bitey? I feel like this was a card where, like, when they were designing it, they're like, let's do something cute that we can only do in a digital card game. And like, they added that last line of text onto it. Playtime. I will bury the top half of your deck. Have a spider or two. See this? This is what a demon looks like. Someone send help. Yeah, you like being upside down, demon? Up, down, up. He's asking me to flip him again. Down, up. Shard, please. Shard, please. Withering Gaze. All right. Well, I guess I'll attack first, then Withering Gaze post-combat. That's the Tribunal Magistrate again. Do you have anything this can take? We're actually going to die pretty quick to this Tribunal Magistrate, right? These are going to be 12. Yeah, I'm going to put some eggs in their deck here. But these are going to be, each have 3 power with this Tribunal Magistrate. I really need to hit a blood for my bride that turn so I could go bride, kill one of these spiders. Guard, ding. Alright, well, let's start by attacking with this. If we would have hit a shard last turn, we also would have been able to champ power. Dude. They drew another one. Oh, wait, did they have 2 of those last turn? I actually don't remember. We're just dead, right? I believe we're just dead. Because these are... I could sacrifice this to gain 2, go to 13. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just dead. We need to hit the... Dude. No. Stop it. We needed to hit the previous turn. You want the bowl? Is that what you wanted? Those aren't words, Declan. Those aren't words. I know you think they're... Oh, you want the rock? Is that what you want? You want the rock? No idea. I don't actually know what we want to reserve here. None of these cards seem particularly impressive. Yeah, I was gonna submit. Sounds good. Prince on 2. We are right at the end here, Nick. We're going to be signing off here after this batch, actually. The archives are up on YouTube. I feel like they probably don't have cheap shot in against me. Go slow, I'm eating Subway. Probably the Blood's favor since all my removals are... I guess I could see them taking the Herofall. It's one of these two, certainly, since I have 2 of these. Took the Herofall, not too surprised. Right, hit them with this. I feel like they don't have any scary 3s that I'm really worried about here. At the same time, that Withering Gaze could take. At the same time, I feel like they could have 1 piece of removal, and then I could take that and keep my Vampire Prince alive longer, potentially. So you have multiple pieces of removal here. I guess I'll take the Strangle since it's the most resource efficient. Maybe I should have just played the Blood's favor there. Yeah, maybe I just should have been resource efficient and played the Blood's favor. Probably get a Herofall Mirror Tributal Magistrate here. Okay. Didn't get to use my resources efficiently because of my sequencing here. So... they brick on a shard here because Arcane Focus is poop. Rats. This is certainly a Herofall, right? Withering Gaze is not quite duress because it takes the card and it puts it into your deck. So you could redraw it later. Strangle is mostly Grasp of Darkness with the caveat that Hex tracks permanence through zones. So their hand right now is Librarian and Fentio and then 1 card I don't know. It's not quite Duress Plus because, what's the word I'm searching for? There are decks that would play the Duress type effect that actually don't want to replay the card out of your deck. Alright, so if they play the Princess here, I'm probably just going to burn the Massacre 1 for 1. They played Something Borrowed, for those that are unaware what this card does. It's a 5-cost card that picks a card off my side of the table and gives it into play for them. Wow, Scroll of Yazukan is good against us. Alright, well, now I can do this. And then I can do this and take my Princess back since I have 5 blood thresholds. This says, whenever a troop enters a crypt from anywhere, it gets a counter on it. That was gross. Alright, well, let's stack with these. And when this has 6 counters, they get a 6/6. Yeah, Sapphire Blood deck is interesting. We'll definitely have to look at what they have going on. I don't think I want to play another Princess out here. Plays into a Massacre, although they have so many troops in their deck they might not be on Massacre. And a 6/6 with Crush when this gets 6 counters on it. Even resources are good for us here. Yep. They let us kill these spiders. That's fair, Ace. Maybe? I mean, like, they're dead on board anyways, right? So, like, I should just hang tight. Yeah, let's play this out in case they have a piece of spot removal. Keep them dead on board. Alright, heading to a third game here. Third and final game of the set and the last game of the match. Yeah, I think I'm happy just leaving the main deck how it is. Maybe Misery is good because they're so all in on the eggs plan. Is Misery just better than Massacre? The case. Unless we do combat tricks too. Ooh, playing on my opponent's Badlands battle board here. Keep. Gaze into Prince is a good curve. Assuming they don't gaze us first. Rats! You get discarded, and you get discarded. Took my Malice. Okay, Bride's a good one for them to not know about. And again, this coin is just like, if you play this deck, don't play the coins. 0 out of 10 would not recommend playing the coins. They don't have any removal for this Prince, which is great. Hopefully he'll be able to punch the clock and go to work. Right here. That is so funny. I don't think the coins are good in this deck, and I think after playing a couple of games with it, I've kind of found a way to articulate why I don't think they're good. The coins feel like... The coins are like the type of thing where, like, you want to cycle them when you go late, right? So, like, when your game goes long, you want to cycle this coin. So what you don't want in this deck, when the game goes long, you generally have a Malice in play. And when you have a Malice in play, you want to make every resource drop because you like use Malice and spend all of your resources every turn. So if I want to make every resource drop, I don't want coins in my deck because I want to be playing my resources, not cycling them. I think that articulates why I think the coins are bad in here. I had to play it to get the feel for that, but I think in this deck we don't want the effect of the coins. I mean, I'm playing for Ice Apprentice, and like I don't think it's a strictly coins are better than ice or vice versa. I think it's contextual to the deck and like what effect that deck is looking for. Like Redlings is a great example of like, you know, God, we're gonna draw a coin here and I'm gonna hate myself. I think saying one is strictly better than the other is God. Okay, so So I'm gonna play this Blood Ice. I'm gonna put a non-resource on top of my deck here. I'm gonna wait to kill this Fentio so I can take the Fentio for myself. And this might be greedy. It puts 3 Tarantula eggs in my deck, but I think putting 3 eggs in my deck to take their Fentio is worthwhile. Nah, that's just dumb. Yeah, that's just dumb. I'm just gonna strangle this. That's greedy. If we'd hit a non-slow resource there, we would have been able to go Bride into Strangle your Fentio and take it. Do you see yourself on the TV? Is that Declan? Is Declan funny? You're funny looking, maybe. It's my fault you're funny looking. I apologize. If they attack with both of these, I'm going to strangle one of them. And then block the other one with it. As Bride says, when we have 5 thresholds out, we take control of their stuff. So, block. Block ski poo. And then we get their other extract of the egg. Alright, hit a scroll if you guys can. It's a good draw. Shard. Ding. Fries are done. Play this. If they don't have Massacre, they're gonna be dead, pretty close to dead here. I guess they're only 1 shard away from their champion power, which is relevant. Alright, my opponent's gonna get a 6/6, but Bride of the Damned is a deeply messed up hex card, so I think we're gonna be okay. Bride of the Damned is a deeply... Yep, opponent's got just an ice left in hand, so they are dead ski poo here. You're stuck! Alright, well, Maddie is live streaming Hex TCG, and that's gonna wrap up almost exactly to the end of my normal stream time, so thank you everyone. I will be live again tomorrow morning with some more Hex Constructed. Hope to see you then. We'll probably kick off about 8:30 Central Standard Time or so. Maybe closer to 9 o'clock. Alright, thanks folks. And remember, if you missed this, the archives are going up on my YouTube right now. In fact, the first couple are already live.